fully charged through my headphones. If you've just joined us, I have a little bit of a summer cold, so I apologise if I sniff. I'll try not to. I might even lift my mic up if I'm going to sniff, because I can imagine that's quite annoying. But then yoga is all about being in the present and trying to focus on calm, so try and ignore it if you can. So we're going to start with a very lovely little meditation. So when we are taking a meditation pose, the classic meditation pose is either to be in Chin Mudra or to come into Dhyana Mudra with your right hand on top of your left, but wherever your hands are comfortable, okay? And classically, meditation is undertaken when you're seated, but for a lot of us it's quite uncomfortable, so you can always use the wall. You can also do meditation lying down. This is just a very small one, but just to, to share with you a little bit. It's always very flexible, and it's just whatever works for you, as long as you can sit comfortably and relatively still. So have a really lovely practice. I'm looking forward to moving through the next hour with you. This theme for June is to flourish. So whether that is to flourish personally, professionally, to thrive, to feel that you are growing in a particular direction, or maybe starting or developing a new project. So this is very much a personal thing, and I'd like you to reflect on that during your practice this evening, just to see if you can identify one area of your life that you would like to grow and you would like to flourish in. And your yoga practice can hopefully take you along that path towards the fruition of this intention. So make sure that you're comfortable, sitting with a nice straight back, and just relax your shoulders down here. And then we're just going to ease out slowly through our shoulders before we start our meditation. Just taking them gently from side to side. And then perhaps stretch out through your arms, widening through your fingers, stretching, really lengthen through that spine. And then exhaling down the centre line to take your preferred hand position. Softening over your eyes and just tuck your chin slightly, just breathing into that lengthening through the back of your neck. And here we're going to really connect to our breath. Just become aware of how it flows through your body. Try not to change anything about the rhythm or the pace of your breathing. Just observe it and listen to the sounds, scanning through your whole body, just recognising where your breath is going. Taking 2 or 3 more rounds of breath here. And now I invite you to move your awareness to your heart and really feel into the space here in your chest. Does your heart feel open and receptive? Or does it feel tight? Use your breath now to create more space here. See if you can breathe into your heart space, both through the front of your body and through the back of your body. Creating more space, creating that space for more opportunity for you to flourish. Perhaps visualising that breath moving around your heart and in and out of each area of your heart. Just notice here if you can feel your heart beating. Connect with this space. that your asana practice is going to really boost the health of our circulation, of our heart, central to our body, central to our being. Lovely. So gently turning up the corners of your mouth, taking a gentle smile, and softening through your shoulders with every exhale. Feeling that connection with the earth through your pelvis. And then if you haven't already, just slowly opening your eyes. And as you inhale, sweep your arms forwards to shoulder height. And exhale, crossing at the elbows, you're going to give yourselves a big hug. Self-hug, reaching in towards your shoulder blades, squeezing yourself tight, and tuck your chin once more. Now take some deep breaths here, feeling that rise and fall through the front, the sides and the back of your body. This hug is very, very important. You deserve it for all your hard work, for everything that you do all day, for other people, doing what's expected of you. So this is for you. A little bit of self-love. Feeling that lovely movement through your body. Breathing deeply into your lungs. And on your next inhale, lifting your chin and exhaling to soften down. Inhaling once more and changing sides. So hugging on the opposite side. Tuck that chin and just feel that sensation of the stretch to the back of your neck. Keeping your spine nice and straight, try not to roll forwards. You are important. You coming to your mat this evening is about you putting yourself first. Inhale, lift your chin, and exhale to soften down. Beautiful. Pressing down through your hand. Inhale, lift, and exhale, softening over here. Breathing in between your intercostal muscles, gently opening up through the side of our body. If you want to go further, you can bring your elbow down to the floor. Maybe even put your hand on a block if your block's handy. Just adjusting the height that feels best for you, where you can benefit from this stretch without being uncomfortable. Inhale, drawing that hand to the sky, and then changing sides. Just scanning your body here. Where does this feel good for you? And where do you need to ease up a bit? You should never be in any discomfort. Nice, Eileen Hamilton. Really reach up through your fingertips a little bit further. Beautiful, well done. Inhale, lifting to the sky, and exhale. Taking the soles of our feet together into Baddha Konasana, gently opening up through our hips. So just warming up slowly. Lengthen as you inhale, and exhale, coming into the forward fold. Maybe just coming a few centimetres forwards, and then gently extending your knees down either side of your body. Two more breaths here. Enjoying this gentle extension. Coming up slowly on your next inhale. Take your hands to the outsides of your legs. We're going to come into a little seated balance. So coming onto your sitting bones, taking your hands in front of your knees. And just find that balance point on your sitting bones. Just check your mat's behind you. just in case you go backwards. That's it, Lorraine, just carefully, carefully. Looking straight ahead, opening up through the front of your body, pointing away through your toes. And then if you want to go further, maybe taking a yogic toe, maybe taking hold of the outsides of the feet, and very slowly, maybe one leg at a time, see if you can extend out through your hamstrings. So we're just warming up, so be careful you don't overextend. The full posture is to lift both and then widen through your hip flexors. But I've been practicing for ages, I'm warmed up. So just be careful, go where you can. The main thing is to try and keep your balance through your sitting bones here. Opening up your heart to the sky. Beautiful. A couple more breaths, or come down if you're ready to. Exhaling, bringing your feet down, and then let's windscreen wiper pose. Just drawing together and then apart through our hips. What a lovely gentle way to start the week. When I was going to classes regularly, I used to go on a Monday to Prestwick, and it was a wonderful way to start the week. I absolutely loved it. Nice. Okay, counter pose is to take a little gentle back bend, so fingers facing towards your body. You can do supported Parvattanasana here, or if you want to go further, lifting your hips, looking up to the sky. So we're really drawing our hips up here, either hips lifted or bottom on the floor, drawing your shoulder blades back. Let me see how you do. Beautiful, breathing right down into your tummy, making sure that your fingers are widened to take some of that weight off your wrists. Nice, deep breaths. Lovely. Nice, Leslie. Nice, Laura. One more breath. And exhaling to lower. Coming up to Dandasana staff pose briefly. Press away through your heels. Inhaling, lifting. And exhaling into our forwards fold. Softening here. Just gently, gently wiggling down. Keeping it active, toes to the sky. Your drishti point, your focus point is to look towards your big toes. And just easing down through your torso, taking a bend in your legs if you need to. Lovely. Inhaling, coming up to centre. Take your hands behind you, and we're going to come down onto our backs. We're going to come into bridge pose, and we're going to do a little variation, something different this evening. Pressing down through both your feet, inhaling to lift your hips, interlink your fingers under your lower back and tuck these shoulder blades towards the middle of your back here. Feeling supported through the back of your head. Deep breaths. And if you want to go further this evening, grind down to that left foot and lift that right foot to the sky. Breathing into that left thigh. If it's too intense, then just bring that leg back down. And of course you can keep it bent. Strong breaths, building strength, building stamina. 2 more breaths. Lowering on an exhale, coming down, and draw these knees up to your chest for Apanasana. Squeezing all the way into your chest and your abdomen. Wringing out all the toxins, allowing us to flourish both inside, giving us that natural glow on the outside. Exhaling to place your feet back down for bridge once more. So again, tuck these shoulder blades towards each other, and if you want to go further, lifting through the left leg this time, one-legged bridge pose. If that's not for you, Just keep both feet on the floor. Strong breaths, whichever variation you're in. 2 more breaths. Exhaling to lower and hug your knees up to your chest once more. Inhale, take your legs and your arms to the sky for dead bug. So keeping a gentle bend through these knees, or you can extend up to the full length. Press away through the heels and reach up to the sky. Dying bug, my version of it is to circle through your wrists and circle through your ankles. Just moving intuitively, whichever direction feels good. Pure bug. And then bring your legs in and cross your feet at the ankles if you can. And either holding onto your knees or maybe taking your opposite feet or opposite ankles. Just draw these legs in towards your bottom. This is really going to stretch out through our feet and our ankles. And then take your hands onto your knees and we're just gently going to rock and see if you can rock yourself to come up to sit. Well done. Easier said than done. Nice straight spine. Inhaling, reaching to the sky. Let's take 3 nice deep breaths here, making a really beautiful L shape. Lengthening, toning. One more breath. Exhaling to fold forwards. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Back in Paschimottanasana. Drawing that breath into your hamstrings, into your thighs. Breathing into your lower back as you ease yourself gently forwards. Inhaling, healing yourself up to centre, and then just bringing your legs around. We're going to come into downwards facing dog. We won't be here for long. I know some of you don't like downwards facing dog too much. Just pedaling out through your legs, taking one heel at a time down behind you. And then you're either going to step forwards with both feet or maybe bend your knees and take a little bunny hop. Come up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Well done. Feet a bit hip width apart, lift up, wiggle your toes and spread in these fingers. Let's get a real sense of being grounded here. Imagine roots growing out through the soles of your feet, really connecting you strongly here energetically. And then drawing that energy all the way up from the core of the earth, through the soles of your feet, all the way up through your legs, through your pelvis, really cleansing, strengthening as it goes. Visualising that breath coming all the way up through your spinal column, your shoulders, up through your neck and out to the crown of your head. Connect with your breath here, finding that stillness and being aware of that energy moving around your body. Inhaling, coming to extended mountain. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward folds. Inhaling, coming halfway up. Exhale, fold once more. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, coming all the way up with a flat back. And exhaling, coming back to Sarasiti. So we're going to do 5 more. So this is our half sun salutations. I'll talk you through the first one. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forwards. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, sweeping your arms all the way up once more. Exhaling back to centre. So 4 more, just go at your own speed. Really use that full inhalation and full exhalation. Nice. It's nice if you can look up as well. Just opens up more fully through your heart, through your throat chakra too. How lovely, Marion, you've got the light above you, I can see that. Saluting the sun while we still have it this evening. Lovely, Sandra, it's really toning for the size of your body. Feeling that toning happening through the sides of your body, strengthening through your back and your shoulders. Just savouring every breath. Knowing that you're boosting your immunity through these really lovely stretches. Beautiful. When you've done your 5, I will meet you back in mountain pose. And when you come back to mountain pose, just connect with that breath once more. So I've got lots of little vinyasas planned for this evening, so we'll just see how we go. Coming back to an old favourite. So we're going to start an extended side angle. So just take your time, check that knee is above your ankle, not in front of it. Keeping that back leg straight, pressing into the outside of that foot. Okay. Inhaling, coming up to warrior 2. And exhale to reverse warrior. Inhaling to centre, warrior 2. Exhaling away. So make this really, really conscious. Synchronise that breath with your movement. Exhaling away, up to your fingertips. All the while keeping that bend through your legs, so your lower half of your body isn't moving very much, just your hip rotation as you come into reverse warrior. Nice, Wendy, lovely. 2 more on this side. Feeling that warmth through your body, finding your calm through your mindful movement. In your own time, we'll change sides, gently stretching to the opposite side of our body. Trying to look up to your palm if you can in reverse warrior. You are strong and graceful. You are flourishing. Let's go for 2 more full rounds wherever you are, just because it's so lovely. Beautiful. So we're going to come into one of our forward folds, taking your legs as wide as you can, comfortably, toes in towards each other. Take your hands onto your hips. And if you're feeling angry or frustrated, or just a bit annoyed, this is really good for cooling our body, cooling our mind. Inhaling, take a back bend. Exhaling, softening forwards, reaching down towards your big toes or wherever you can reach. Inhaling, coming halfway up, lengthening through that spine, and exhale, folding here. 5 deep breaths. Bend your knees here if needed. It's always absolutely fine. Drawing the crown of your head down towards the floor. Feeling that freedom, that weightlessness through your head. Pressing down to your right hand between your feet. Inhaling, take that left arm up behind you. Exhaling back to centre. Inhaling, taking your right arm up behind you here. And exhaling back. So just try that a couple of times, gently twisting through your abdomen. Just visualising that you're wringing out a towel. And the towel is filled with all the toxins through your digestive system. Squeeze out. Inhaling away. And exhaling to centre. Well done. So maybe one more round. Softening back down into our forward fold for 2 or 3 breaths. And on an inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Heel toe your feet in towards each other, give your legs a little shake. If you want to get a little sip of water, you're very welcome. I let you wiggle, Angela, that's nice. I'm just going to blow my nose, excuse me. Imagine getting a cold when the weather's like this. It's shocking, isn't it? So we're going to take relaxed Uttanasana. Inhaling, reaching tall. Exhaling, softening everything here. Bend your knees and allow your whole body to just give way to gravity here. Let everything hang down towards the floor. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. And inhaling, uncurling your spine. Keep moving up to extended mountain, reaching really, really tall here. Feeling that extension through your rib cage. Feel that lengthening through your spine. Exhaling into swaying tree. And inhaling to centre. And then on the opposite side. Take your time, bending from your hip crease, all the while keeping it active, extending up to your fingertips. One more on each side, wherever you are. And then exhaling your hands down the centre line of your body. And just rolling out through your shoulders, moving in any way that feels good once more. Wiggle out. Practicing really encourages us to get to know our bodies and to know which areas we hold that tension in. So it's always quite good at the beginning of your practice to think about what you would like to get out of it in terms of stretching a particular area, relaxing a particular area. And if you feel that you have a weakness, just be really gentle, gently breathing into it. Because our bodies are never ever the same, they change all the time, and our needs change all the time. Shaking out through your hands, through your arms, really stretch these fingers. So we're going to make little fists, really squeezing into your palms and then opening as wide as you can. Let's try that a few times, see how that feels. Lovely. Really good for when we do our weight bearing shortly. Taking your right hand onto your left shoulder and then take your opposite hand behind you. Inhale, open up through your heart space and then exhaling into a simple standing twist. You can make this as dynamic or as gentle as feels good for you. Gently twisting all the way from your hip, all the way through your spine, turning your head gently towards that back hand on your shoulder. Soften the shoulders down from your ears and breathing in and out through your nose. Inhaling to draw yourself to centre and then changing sides. Journeying confidently over that shoulder and soften in here. Inhaling, coming to centre and just release here. So we're going to do pyramid pose. Most of you I think are quite familiar with this one. We want to try and keep our hips lined towards the front of the mat. Both our legs are straight if possible, but of course you can bend if you need to. You have the option of interlinking your fingers here, or you can turn them up into reverse bear pose, perhaps drawing them further up the back and then draw your shoulder blades back towards each other. So it really opens up through our chest, stretches through our arms. Grinding down through both feet, and inhale, take a gentle back bend. Exhaling, reaching out to the crown of your head to soften down over that front leg. Looking towards your big toe is our drishti point here. Strong Ujjayi breath. If you feel dizzy at any point, just come up really slowly. Exhale, release your hands, sweeping your arms all the way forwards, and then just adjusting. You might need to take that leg forwards, coming into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Again, let's open up through our heart space, and then engaging through that back foot. Nice deep bend through our front leg. Shoulders down, fingers extended to the sky. Inhale, straighten that front leg, palms of your hands together, reaching back slightly into Sky Archer pose here, looking up if balance allows, feeling that stretch right through the whole of the front of your body. This is a really empowering stretch. One more breath. Exhaling down the centre line, rotate your hips, carefully adjusting, making it a slightly narrower stance to come into pyramid on the opposite side. So finding your preferred hand position, take an inhale, back bends, and exhale, forward here. Very nice. Lovely, Lorraine. So we want to have our head in line with our spine. Beautiful. Well done, Hamilton. Let's breathe in. So that's it. Bend that back knee if you need to. It's absolutely fine. Breathing into that right thigh. Breathing into your lower back. Inhaling, coming up slowly. Sweep your arms forward, adjusting the distance between your legs. Take your time coming into your version of Warrior 1. Two more breaths here in Virabhadrasana 1. Inhaling, straightening through that front leg. Reaching up, gentle back bend into Sky Archer. Feeling that physical opening of your heart. Creating the space through your lungs, your abdomen. and your heart space that we talked about at the start. Beautiful, well done. You look so graceful. Exhaling, softening down. We're going to come into lizard pose, so bringing both your hands to the big toe side of your front foot. Pressing away through that back heel and looking confidently forwards. It's a wonderful hip opener. So just breathing into your hip area. Just be careful. And if it's not comfortable, you can lower your back knee at any point. Two more breaths, or just lower that knee if you're ready to. Exhaling, lower the knee, coming onto the front of the foot, and sweep our arms up. Once more, relax your shoulders down, but take your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, interlink your fingers behind your head, opening up through your chest, drawing these elbows back towards each other and looking up. Draw that breath into your right thigh. Exhaling, bring your hands to either side of your foot, step that foot back, change sides to come into lizard with your right foot forwards this time. Absolutely no rush, you take your time. Keep it really active, pressing that back heel down away from you, behind you. Try not to let your tummy hang here. We want to draw our tummy button back towards our spine. Two more breaths, or lower your back knee now. Now everybody exhale to lower that back knee, reaching tall. Exhale, interlink your fingers, opening up through this chest, drawing these arms back, really strengthening between your shoulder blades and stretching the muscles across your chest. One more breath here. Releasing your hands, bringing your hands to both sides of your feet. And we're going to come into child's pose. We're going to do a slightly different version. 2 seconds. So, in this version of child's pose, it's a really lovely shoulder extension. So we're going to bring the palms of our hands together, elbows on the mat, and then bring your fingertips so that they're facing towards the sky. And just widen your shoulders as much as you need to feel the stretch, but to be comfortable. Your forehead is on the floor. And really press your fingertips together, feel that resistance. And at the same time, press your tailbone back down behind you. This is wonderful to lengthen through the whole of our spine. Exhaling to lower your hands to the floor, sliding your body up, and let's take some cat-cow. Enjoying this really wonderful stretch through our spine. Inhaling to open up, looking forwards, and exhale, drawing our tummy up, arching and tucking that head towards your chest. Gently smiling if you can. See if you can challenge yourself slightly by lengthening through your breaths and maybe taking a little pause at the top of your inhale. This allows more energy to move freely through our body. Beautiful. Exhaling, coming back onto your heels, and we're going to take Melting Heart Pose or Anahatasana, also known as Extended Puppy. So I think you all know this one. You want to take your shoulders as wide as is comfortable because it can be a little bit nippy. And we're trying to have a straight line from our knee up to our hip. Softening forwards, forehead towards the floor, looking back between your legs, and just checking on the fronts of your feet. Breathing here from your armpits all the way down to your fingers. This will give you yoga arms. Just scanning through your back here. Really notice the stretch. Just consciously draw your breath there, helping to really nourish these muscles, these tendons, these ligaments, all the joints. Two more breaths. And on your next inhale, peeling yourself slightly and then coming down onto your elbows and releasing your legs down to the floor as we come into Locust. This is by special request. So our first version of Locust, swing these arms back, palms facing upwards. And it may be enough for you just to be here, maybe extending through your fingertips down behind you. But if you want to go further, maybe lifting your legs, and lift your chest and your throat. Breathing deeply into your tummy. The final posture is to be balanced on the area just above your navel. Drawing that breath up and down your spinal cord. Really empowering your body, finding that stillness in your mind. One more breath. Lowering into Crocodile Makarasana as you exhale. Just allow your feet to soften out to the sides. Bring one of your cheeks down onto that top wrist or arm and just relax here, surrendering to the floor. Savouring these resting breaths, knowing that they are equally important as our more active stretches. Inhaling, extending both your arms forwards this time. And we're going to do a diagonal stretch. As you inhale, lift your right hand and your left leg. Exhale, lowering down. Inhaling the opposite side, really stretching them away from each other. Exhaling to lower. Imagine a piece of string, drawing that finger, middle finger forwards and these toes backwards. Beautiful spine strengthener, boosts immunity, detoxifies as well. Just feeling that nice massage through your abdomen. Keeping your spine aligned with your head. Rumbly through your tummy, that's great, it's boosting your digestive system as well. Let's do 2 more rounds on each side. Breathing into your glutes, it's very toning. Last one. And then come back to crocodile, turning your opposite cheek onto your arm this time. Soften completely, reminding your body of the difference between being active and relaxing. And say to yourself, I am relaxed, I am relaxed. Just say that a few times gently to yourself, gently, quietly. Two more breaths here. And then very carefully, you're going to roll onto your back. And if you've got a strap handy, see if you can have your strap. If you don't have one, don't worry. And if you want one, just let me know and I can get you one. So we're going to get into reclining big toe. I did this, I can't remember which class last week, and I've forgotten how lovely it is. So we're really going to take our time with it. Wonderful for, again, stretching out through our hips, so it helps to release stress. If you're using your strap, I'll just remind you that we're going to put it around the sole of our foot. But if you don't have a strap, it doesn't matter. Even for future reference, a dressing gown belt works really well, but you don't need one. So we're going to start with both our legs extended, flat on the floor, and as you inhale, lift that right leg up. If you're using your strap, just gently, gently bringing it around the bottom of your foot, wherever feels comfortable. And the intention here is to draw that leg in towards your body. So I've obviously got my leg straight, but you don't need to have it straight. If it works better for you to have this bend in your leg, that's absolutely fine. Put your left hand onto your left thigh and just softening down through your face, through the back of your body. And just explore this sensation here. With every exhale, drawing that leg slightly further in towards your face. Breathing into the back of your leg, gently stretching these muscles safely, tiny bit at a time, and draw that breath into the muscles. If you don't have your strap, you can just take hold of the back of your leg, or maybe yogic toe grip is the final posture here. Trying to keep your shoulders relaxed if you can. Maybe even close over your eyes. On your next exhale, opening up through your hip flexor, taking that right leg out to the side gently. But just keep your eye on your left buttock, because if that comes off the floor, you've gone too far. You want to keep that left buttock on the floor, keep that pelvis stable. Take your left arm out like a wing with your palm facing up, and as you open up through that right leg, just turn your gaze to that left palm, gently moving into the spinal twist. All the while, keep that right foot coming up towards your face, but gently opening up as well. Let's see how you're doing. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing is central to savouring these wonderful stretches. Nice, Margaret, lovely. Breathing into your pelvis. On your next inhale, draw that right leg back to centre. Press away through your heel and exhale, lowering it with control down to the floor. And then changing sides, using your strap or your hand to encourage that left leg up to the sky. So this is reclining big toe, and it's Supta Padangusthasana in Sanskrit, one of my favourites. That's it. So just drawing that left leg up towards your body, either bent or straight, And if you practice more, slowly flexibility may increase to allow you to straighten through that leg. Just go where you can, not where you think you can go. Make sure you're pressing away through both the feet, keep it active. On your next exhale, take that left leg out to the side. But just make sure your right buttock stays on the mat. And take your right arm out like a wing, turning your gaze. Breathing deeply into your lungs, and down into your tummy. Filling your body with all that fresh, oxygenated blood, boosting your circulation, making you feel good. 2 more breaths. And on your next inhale, drawing that left leg to centre, press away through both heels and lower all the way slowly down to the floor. Nice. Counter pose, you guessed it, Apanasana. Squeeze these knees into your chest. Really squeeze them in. Take your hands onto the fronts of your knees, gently pressing them out to the side and away as we circle through our lower back here. Easing out. If you have any issues with your lower back, you'll hopefully find this one quite soothing. And changing direction if you haven't already. Place your feet on the floor and then slowly straighten these legs so you're lying perfectly on the floor. Inhaling, lift your arms to the sky and exhale them overhead, pointing through your toes, and take hold of one wrist or one set of fingers, really opening up here through your armpits and pressing these toes away as you press your fingers away from your body. Let's make ourselves at least half a centimetre taller here. Feel that energy freeing up in your body, creating space through this wonderful chest opener. 2 more breaths in extended Shavasana. Inhaling, take your hands up to the sky, reaching through your fingertips, widening them here. Toning, this is really great to help prevent osteoporosis. Breathing right up to these fingertips and imagining that energy shooting up through the tips of your fingers, up into the sky. We are all energy. And then exhaling to lower your hands down and just soften everything here. So you have the option of coming into legs up the wall. I know some of you like to do that. If you don't want to do legs up the wall, just stay where you are and I'll give you the next instruction as we just come into our finishing postures. I'll just give you a minute to adjust. And when I say legs up the wall, you can also do legs up the bed, legs up the sofa. You could even do legs up the wall just when you're lying on your back by just taking your feet up to the ceiling. But it's nicer if you've got the support of the wall. And when you are in legs up the wall, you can just widen your feet or have them together. Some people like to have their arms out to the sides, really on your tummy and your chest, or both on your tummy. or by your sides. Viparita Karani. It's the most wonderful pose to release fatigue. So if you're feeling really fatigued, particularly through your legs, your lower back, or your feet, it's recommended you stay here for up to about 15 minutes. So you're very welcome to stay here for your Shavasana if you wish, but I'll give you that option in a couple of minutes. Okay, so if you've opted not to be your legs up the wall, we're gently going to take some really nice hip openers here. But first of all, bring your arms out like cactuses. So we want our elbows to be on the floor, and then our arms coming straight up. So we're making kind of L shapes with our hands here and widening your fingers so the backs of your hands are on the floor. Cactus arms, bending your legs at the knees. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhaling your knees out to the side. And inhaling to centre, just rolling across your lower back. Exhaling out to the left. Inhaling to centre. So closing your eyes and moving through this really gentle vinyasa. Sending little love notes to your hips and to your lower back. If you notice a bit that feels quite tight, then just perhaps rolling around there, staying there a bit longer. Close your eyes and really notice these sensations in your body. What does your body need right now? You have the option to stay in legs up the wall or to come down onto your back as you find Shavasana. I'm going to do a nice little guided Shavasana for you this evening. So make sure that you're cosy and comfy, preparing for the last 2-3 minutes of our practice. So either legs up the wall or Shavasana on your back. Make sure your eyes are closed and try to be as still as you can, softening through the whole of the back of your body. And imagine that right now you're on a beach in the warm sun, watching the sunset. What can you see in front of you on this beach? There's no one else here apart from you. The breeze gently touches your face. And you can smell the saltiness. You can taste the saltiness of the sand and the sea in your mouth. You feel really soft through your eyes, through your jaw. As all sense of stress, anxiety has been washed away by the sounds of these lapping waves. You feel calm, rested and peaceful. You watch the waves lapping against the sand. You notice the rhythm of them and you match your breathing to the rhythm of the waves. Noticing the tiny bubbles as the waves crash into the sand. And then you look out over the ocean and you welcome the view of the sun like a huge golden red ball as it slowly softens down towards the surface of the water. You stay here motionless on the warm sand and watch the sun sink behind the water. You notice the haze on the surface of the water. And very slowly, as you watch every second tick by, the whole sky is filling with the most astounding array of colour. You can clearly see every shade of pink, orange and yellow, mixed vibrantly with blues and purples. The sight in front of you is breathtaking, and you find yourself physically catching your breath. Stay here and enjoy the shapes, patterns, the light crystals of this spectacular sunset. Stay here for a few more breaths. It looks so beautiful. You feel quiet and serene as you watch this wonder of nature. Stay very still as the sun softly sets behind the horizon. And as you watch the sun setting, repeat these words to yourself. I am serene. I am serene. And enjoy this feeling of being quiet and peaceful. Your body feels completely relaxed, and your mind is completely clear. If you wish to stay by the sea, then please do. Just stay here and don't come out of your relaxation yet. And if you are slowly preparing to come out of your relaxation, I invite you to gently wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Otherwise, just stay here on this beautiful beach for as long as you can. You're slowly coming out of your Shavasana, gently moving your head from side to side, and then extend your arms overhead, and then hugging your knees up to your chest, gently rocking side to side across your sacrum. Then rubbing palms of your hands together and allowing them to be placed gently over your closed eyelids and visualizing the bright pinks, oranges and yellows of that warm sun warming the deepest parts of your body. And then rub them together once more. And again, breathing in that wonderful warm energy, helping you to nourish the deepest parts of you. Nourish allows you to flourish, to have inner strength, to grow. And then if you're still coming out of relaxation, whitening your fingers, opening your eyes to bring your full awareness back into your room. Taking your time to come and join us in easy pose on your mat. Just taking a few more nice deep breaths with a great straight spine here. Bringing your hands together in Anjali Mudra. I'll just remind you of our beautiful journey to the beach. This is time for you. Time, space, peace. We don't give ourselves enough of this. So this quote is a reminder to try, and all of us do this more often. It's from E. Quisto, and they say, take care of yourself so you can take care of everything and everyone else that you need and want to take care of. Thank you so much for your company, and if you're still on the beach, I hope you have a really lovely time. I can see you yawning, Angela. So just have lots of water. Thank you so much for your company, and I shall see you all very soon. Namaste. Thank you. See you all soon. Bye. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.